You've got a high vibration team. Use them effectively. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, we come into the physical world from our pure positive energy state, and when we get here in a body and growing up, then we're taught all kinds of things about the way life works and who we are and whatnot. But because we don't have that knowledge of life, a lot of that information is very out of alignment. And so we get the idea that it's us that's got to make it happen, that we got to figure it out. We don't know anything about any kind of team around us. The only team we think about is if we can get people on our side, maybe get some education, get something going in a way that may just turn into us having the things that we want. But certainly no guarantee, no certainty there whatsoever. And so that's what makes life, kind of the way it is. There's always going to be some worry and fear and doubt in there. And then there's all kinds of other negative feeling thoughts that come in. And then because we live with a lot of that, and we're introducing on a consistent basis, negative feeling energy into our high vibration body. It doesn't like it. It doesn't function well when it's in there. And it tells us about it through ailments. That's your body doing its natural job to let you know you are indulging way too much in negative feeling thoughts, out of alignment stuff. And so, life on planet Earth is a bit of a rough ride, but what wouldn't be a rough ride if you tried to do anything and you really didn't have the straight information about it, and in fact were given some stuff about it that was really quite faulty? It just isn't going to be fun, and it's not fun to live life when you don't know how it works. So we want to get to know how it works, and one thing that tells us how it works, or the thing that tells us how it works, is the creative process, the cycle of life, the joyous process of expansion. 5 parts: asking, creating, allowing, manifesting, receiving. Allowing, you could say, inviting. We're inviting the path to our dreams and desires. So when we know this, then it gives us a structure to understand why things happen as they do, and how we change them, and how we get our life to flow in the ways that we want. And we see that we have an inner being that is with us during periods of contrast. In fact, our inner being is with us at all times. But certainly during contrast, when we don't like something for some reason, it knows what we like. Even if we get sort of tangled up in the situation as something that's gone wrong or bad, or we're distracted into that negative perspective on the situation, our inner being is not distracted into that at all. It hears very clearly what you would like to have instead of the thing that is before you. Okay? So your inner being is really a powerful partner of yours, and together you're quite a team to do the asking for us in our physical body, and our inner being does then the creating, and the next part of the creative process sets up all the details, the path and all that stuff. And then in the part where we're going through our day, choosing thoughts about anything, whatever it is, we are given guidance by our inner being in the form of emotion, because when we have negative emotion, that's us choosing low vibration thoughts, which means we're out of alignment with what we want and who we are and how life works. And when we choose positive emotion, when we feel positive emotion, it means we're choosing thoughts that are in alignment. And so when we're in alignment, our energy's in alignment for any reason, nothing specific, nothing particular, but just going through our day, and we're flowing positive feeling thought energy, then that's the broadcast to the law of attraction. Now that law of attraction is another part of your team, but you got to watch the law of attraction, because you have the choice on which way you go with your thoughts. And if you're sending low vibration energy to the law of attraction, it's on your team, but not such a good team member, in the sense that it doesn't really want to be mean to you or anything, but its job is just to give you back the energy that you give to it. So that's just the way it is as the energy manager of the universe. But if we do offer that good feeling energy, then The law of attraction will connect us with the path of details that that our inner being sets up for us to receive the things that we want. And we do that receiving, which there's action involved there. There's ideas, timing, all kinds of great things. The path is such a great part of life. We never want to rush to anything. We want to savor and enjoy that path. And then we're, of course, going to be doing more asking through more contrast. Because as we have things in our life for a while, then we start to think, maybe we would like them a little different, or, there could be some faulty belief contrast as well. But either way, that's the asking. And so our inner being is a great teammate for us to do all that creating for us. And the law of attraction will hook us up with all that details if we will give it the high vibration thought energy, that good feeling, positive thought energy for any reason on all matters through the day. That simple, nothing specific, just, segment by segment through your day. You're just choosing the good feeling thoughts, even when things aren't the way you want them. You know how to choose a perspective that's going to leave you in a place of peace and ease, that everything's working out for you. You're going to be responding. You're not reacting. So you're keeping your energy in that nice feeling place. Now, there's excitement and fun and laughter and all the good things too. But we certainly are going to be in more of a calm situation there. And then offering that kind of energy to the law of attraction. But not only do we have our inner being and the law of attraction working for us, you see, then there's all these other things in the universe. The law of expansion that tells us it's just joyous expansion is the way of the universe. So life's meant to get better and better and better and better and better. It's not that you get so much goodness and you think, oh, well, it must be a price to pay. Now, that's a faulty belief. Whenever it gets better and you savor it and you enjoy it, and then you think, oh, and it's going to get better, and then after that it will get better. See, it's a joyous expansion of things. So, and the law of expression tells us that we do have gifts and talents, and we have ways to express them that make us unique, so that we're serving humanity in the ways that are joyful for us and valuable to humanity. And that makes us a network where we're serving each other, and that's all part of what creates that whole joyous expansion. And then there's just these other pieces. The path is very wonderful, connects us to receiving the things that we want. Vibrational reality, where things first are created for us and then they slide down the path into our life as we're flowing that high vibration energy. There's momentum. We got to remember thought energy momentum tells us about, the dominant thought energy that we have got going is what the law of attraction is receiving. And so all these elements are always there. Working for us, and this whole system is working for us. And so we've got a massive team, non-physical team, working for us. And when we know that and we do our part in our mind going through the day, then resources, the physical resources, come to us. You see, that's all part of the path that will flow to us, the people, the timing, the resources of whatever sort, synchronicities, the whole thing flows to us, that we're connecting with it. And that's what your team is doing for you, right? So it's a far away thing from the way we come here and thinking that we've got to make it happen, instead of letting our energy connect us with all of that stuff so it comes to us and it happens for us. And we're doing very much action and lots of engagement and all that thing, but it's from that place of that high vibration. So if you learn to use your high vibration team, your life is going to flow in a very, very satisfying way for you. And it just keeps getting better and better and better. And if you're not drawing on your high vibration team, then you aren't going to get the benefit of that. And that's where you go into trying to make things happen and going into the physical world and doing all kinds of things with money, techniques, partnerships, whatever you can think you can do to organize things on the physical plane to get them to happen. But you see, your energy is your energy, your beliefs, and they are going to keep you in that place. Even if you do a lot of work and you get some things to go for a little while, it just can't be permanent, because the energy is going to come behind that. The subconscious belief energy is going to come right behind you and reset everything to where it was. And you don't want that to happen, right? So don't put so much effort into the physical world in terms of making things happen. Put your effort into your thought energy, right? Your daily emotion tracker, track that so that you're showing that you're giving more productivity, investing more high vibration energy into your day, and then it will be easily coming to you. All the connections will be coming to you, and you'll be acting on them instead of going out to see how you can get it and acting out there to make it happen. It's completely different, 180 degrees difference. So you want to get your high vibration team working for you, and the way that you do it is with this stuff right here, this good feeling, positive thought energy. For any reason, it doesn't matter what it is. Just again, keep your daily emotion tracker for a week or so, and just watch what you got going on emotionally in the day, and you can tell very quickly if you're leveraging your team for your advantage or for against you, right? Law of attraction is just going to give you back what you're putting out. So if you're seeing like a 50-50 split with your emotional energy, you're going to have a rough ride. You want to get that up 60, 70, 80. Really, you want to aim for 90 and more. But 90 is a good number. You'll certainly see your life flowing a lot better. But that's the number you're looking for, and that's when you're really utilizing your team, and you're gonna like the way your life flows when you do your part with your thought energy, because you'll get to be the beneficiary of the part that all these other non-physical players are doing. And so that's the message for today. Thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post, and enjoy your day.